All right, greetings from the M0, yeah, no, M6 motorway. I am on my way to Page, and it is storming. I've been in Europe now for 2 weeks, and this is the first storm that I've seen coming through. So I find myself in I think it's an OMV gas station, and I saw that they had Wi-Fi, and I thought that I would just ride out the storm. So it's probably about 5:30 here in Hungary right now, and I'm curious to see. This is my second attempt at doing this live video on YouTube. So I'm curious to see if there's any people that are going to come on and join me. Well, it says that there's 3 people and there's one thumbs up. So it's also telling me that I have a poor connection. But boy, hang on one moment, please. As they say in Hungary, pillanat. Oh, we got 5 people now. As crazy as this is going to sound, I think that I'm so vain because I'm not used to looking at myself in the camera, and I look like I'm bald. Who's online? Hello from Australia, Tom. Melbourne, misses you. Oh, I'll be back in Melbourne. The tan track. But no, it looks like I'm bald when I'm doing these videos, and maybe I am. Maybe I'm a little bit bald. You know that you're getting old when you're getting old. I was coming out of the metro station in Budapest to pick up my car, and I was on the blue line, and not all of the metro stations have lifts, elevators. I don't know how you say that in Maja, but not all of the subway stations, if you will, have elevators. So I still have to get used to this whole live thing with people texting me, because I want to read what they're saying, but then I lose my trend of thought as far as what I'm thinking. So anyway, what was I thinking? Oh, so I come out of this metro, and I've got my 2 bags, 2 and a half bags, and I'm coming off of the blue line in the subway, and I'm thinking to myself that I've got to learn one of these years. I've got to learn how to pack light. So I'm coming out, and there's a good flight of steps to go out of the subway up into the street in Budapest, and interestingly enough, there was a young guy there, and he just instinctively asked if he could carry one of my bags. And I said, boy, I sure would appreciate that. And he said, which one's the heavier one? And I said, well, this one's the heavier one. I said, this one is the heavier one. I said, here, why don't you grab one end of it and I'll hold the other end. He goes, no, I'll take care of the whole thing for you, mister. And I'm thinking, what the hell, do I look like an old man or what? But anyway, so I gotta tell you, it is it's interesting. I'm driving down the highway here in Budapest, just getting out of. If you look at a map of Budapest, you'll see that there is the M. All of the highways here are like M this or M that. So I jumped on the M3, and I was told to take the M3 and go from the M3 to the M0, and then the M0 to the M6, and that's where I am right now. I'm on the I'm on the M6 right now, and I'm probably about 60 kilometers from Page. But as I'm driving along, I find myself, at first I found myself listening to this Hungarian, radio stations playing, a lot of them playing American music. Go figure. But anyway, some of it might have been Australian music too. Okay. But anyway, so I thought to take this new phone, the phone that I'm using right now. I thought to take this new phone that I have and plug it into the USB device in this phone, in this car. And it's a little car, nothing fancy. So I plugged the phone in, and all of a sudden I see something like Google Connect show up on the screen. And lo and behold, this fancy smancy new phone that I have, it connects to the car entertainment system. So then I thought, gee, let's take this one step further. And what I actually ended up doing was I have this app. It's called Foxfi, F-O-X, like, smart as a fox or whatever, sly as a fox. So I have this app called Fox and then Fi, F-I. So I have this app called Foxfi. And I have this phone that I bought in New Zealand from like 3 years ago, because the phone that I'm using to do this live broadcast, I can't use a SIM card over here in Europe. I can't use the SIM card in Europe in the phone that I'm using to do this video. So I have this piece of have this piece of shit phone. I hope I can say. I hope Frida's not listening, But I have this piece of shit phone that I use just to put in a SIM card so I can make local calls to people here and when I'm traveling. And interestingly enough, I fire up this app called Foxfi on my piece of shit phone, and it basically makes it a hotspot. So what I did was I took this phone that I'm using to do this video, and I started, I tethered it. So anyway, the technology is just amazing. I was just driving down the highway, and I'm using Google Voice to make phone calls. So I could call anybody like I was just down the street. I could call anybody back in the States. I could call essentially anybody in the world, and for pennies. It's absolutely amazing. It's just really, really, really amazing. So I'm driving down the road talking to clients and taking calls coming in, and here I am in southern Hungary, headed towards Page, and it's amazing how times change. It's absolutely amazing. I remember when I first started traveling years ago, I was hoping that I would be able to find an internet cafe with a 56K internet connection. And now here I am, some 20 years later, driving down the road and just talking on my phone, as if I were down the street from my clients. So that's amazing. But so I was listening to iHeartRadio and all that type of stuff as I'm cruising along on the highway. So I'm probably about another 30-45 minutes from Page. And as I was doing, as I was driving, I should say, I found myself thinking of, what I should, my plan. I'm always thinking ahead as far as, my plan. I'm very methodical in how I think about things. So I'm thinking that I'm going to allocate the majority of next week when I'm in Croatia. It's going to be business as usual for me. I'm going to be working during the day. I'll get up like I normally do, 4 or 5 o'clock. I'll work till 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and then I'm just going to go down and enjoy the seaside. I just want to go down and somebody help me out. Is that the Adriatic? The Adriatic or something like that. But let's see. Somebody else is. We watch your videos, love your videos. Okay. Anyway, so I'm just going to spend most of the time just relaxing in the afternoons or the evenings and doing the seaside. But then what I'm thinking of doing is next 1 week from today, I'm thinking of leaving and driving up into Austria via Slovenia. And I want to call on some hotels that used to let me stay for, they would stay, I'm just going to tell them that I'm a big YouTube celebrity. I haven't seen them in 20 years now. And I'm going to tell them since I last saw them that I'm a huge internet sensation back in America. I don't know how well that'll go over. But I'm going to tell these some of these hotels that I'm a big internet sensation. No, I'm teasing. I'm not going to do anything of the kind. But there's some hotels that I'd like to go stay at, and one of them is this place called Haus Hirt, H-A-U-S, which I think is German for house, H-A-U-S, and then Hirt, H-I-R-T, Haus Hirt, which is south of Salzburg. And then I want to go to St. Wolfgang, or Lake Wolfgangsee, which is just east of Salzburg. The lake region of Salzburg is just absolutely incredible. And then from there, I was thinking of going over to the Vienna area and maybe staying at the Palace Schwarzenberg in Vienna. Vienna is such a cool city. You know, Vienna is really a cool city. When in Poland, go and visit Zakopane, close to Krakow. It's in a mountain area, very touristy. You know, when I'm in Poland, you see, you're sidetracking me again. So anyway, so that's my itinerary. And then I think when I'm in Italy, I'm gonna go up and rent a place up on Lago de Garda, up on the lakes. And I want to just go chill out in the, rent a place for a couple days in the lake. And then when I go to Poland, I think that my itinerary is pretty set. I'm going to Odonów, O-D-O-N-O-W or something like that. My partner, they have an estate out in the country, Odonów, however you pronounce it, O-D-O-N-O, Odonów, I don't know, something like that. But anyway, so that's about it. You know, I really like these live broadcasts. I just wish that I could see who is actually. There's 9 people, so it's kind of gone between 5 to 9 people on the on this. But I'm curious to know who is online. Who are the 9 people? Maybe if I tap the screen here, it'll show me. So we'll see. Anyway, I can't see who all is online, but I'd be really curious to see. Okay, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, Melbourne, Saturday, 2 a.m. All right, you know, nothing good happens after midnight. That's something that I heard a long time ago. Nothing good happens after midnight. So what the hell are you still doing up at 2 a.m. in Melbourne? You know, I mean, seriously, think about it. Not many good things happen after midnight. So with that being said, I've got to hit the road, and there is a lovely, well, I hope she's lovely lady waiting for me in H, and I'm on my way. I gotta go and gotta find the place. So anyway, take care, everybody, and have a great day. Okay. I got 4 thumbs up. Thanks, Mr. Carr. All right, Mr. Carr, thank you. Who else is online? Now we got 10 people. Somebody asked me a question. We got to do like a question and answer thing. Come on, somebody, think of a good question. Anything. Sunship, I am online. Sunship, I don't recognize that. Don't recognize that name. I'm sorry. What color is my car? What the hell kind of question is that? What color is my car? All right, well, I'll show you my car. A new fan. Oh, I got a new fan. So I'm going to go up and, I can watch me order a coffee here, okay? I'm going to order a, see if I can order a coffee. You know, I always do this when I'm doing these videos, like I talk about, you know, doing the video. But I'm going to see if I can't, Bociano, Kerek, Uchi Kave, Caffeine Mentes? Americai. Caffeine Mentes. Yo? Kerek. Okay. So there you have it, folks. You saw it live. You saw me order a coffee in Major Orzog. So as far as what color is my car, let's see. Here is my car. It's blue. My car is blue. So.
Koffeinmentesben vagy rövidet tudok adni? Short?
Igen.
Espresso?
Igen.
Az americano az hosszú?
Nem, espresso.
Espresso.
Jó?
Koffeinmentes. Azon.
Jó. Koffeinmentes.
Oké.
Köszönöm szépen.
400 forint.
Live, you see? Somebody earlier was asking me if I speak, if I speak the language here, and I speak a little bit. There you go. And it cost me probably about 300 forint, something like that. So, all right. So he's making my my coffee. No more questions at all, huh? Oh, we dropped down to 4 people. Okay. So anyway, that's it. We got 5 thumbs up, and I think we reached 10 people. So have a nice day, everybody. All right. Take care.